All right, NBA fans, the moment we've all been waiting for is here, and the 2025 NBA free agency period has officially gone nuclear. The floodgates are open. The salary cap is set at a massive $154.6 million, and teams are not wasting any time reshaping their rosters. Let's break down all the chaos from the first 48 hours. Part 1. The bombshell, Ayton to the Lakers. The biggest domino to fall on Wednesday was the one Laker Nation was waiting for. According to multiple reports, former number 1 pick DeAndre Ayton has agreed to terms on a 2-year contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. This is a fascinating and financially savvy move for LA. Here's how it works. Ayton was first bought out by the Portland Trail Blazers. He will reportedly earn $34 million next season. $25.6 million of that comes from his buyout from Portland. The remaining $8.1 million is his new salary from the Lakers. Crucially, the second year of the deal is a player option, giving both Ayton and the Lakers flexibility. The Lakers have finally landed their starting center, filling a massive hole in the roster with a former top pick on an incredibly team-friendly deal. Part 2. The Supermax and the shocking shakeup in Milwaukee. The action started fast and furious. First, the reigning MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, was locked up by the Oklahoma City Thunder, signing a massive 4-year, $285 million Supermax extension. OKC has secured its franchise cornerstone for the foreseeable future. Then, the Milwaukee Bucks made a series of stunning moves. They signed the top center on the market, Miles Turner, to a 4-year, $107 million contract. To make room for Turner, they made a shocking decision. They waived Damian Lillard, using the stretch provision to remove the final 3 years and $113 million of his contract from their books. The Dame era in Milwaukee is over. Part 3. Major trades and extensions. Several other teams made huge moves to lock up talent or retool their rosters. The Memphis Grizzlies secured their defensive anchor, agreeing to a 5-year, $240 million max extension with Jaren Jackson Jr. They also added depth by signing guard Ty Jerome to a 3-year, $28 million deal. The Denver Nuggets and Brooklyn Nets swapped key wings. The Nuggets traded Michael Porter Jr. to the Nets in exchange for 3 and D specialist Cam Johnson. The Dallas Mavericks brought back a familiar face, signing guard D'Angelo Russell to a 2-year, $13 million contract to be their new 6-man. Part 4. The rotational player carousel. The action didn't stop with the stars. Key role players found new homes across the league. Dorian Finney-Smith agreed to a 4-year, $53 million deal with the Houston Rockets. Jonas Valanciunas was traded from the Kings to the Nuggets in exchange for Dario Saric. Dennis Schroeder signed with the Sacramento Kings. Jakob Poeltl re-signed with the Toronto Raptors. The verdict: the first 48 hours have been an absolute whirlwind. We've seen an MVP get a Supermax, a superstar get waived, and the Lakers land their new starting center in a financially creative way. This is just the beginning, and there are still plenty of moves to be made. What do you think is the biggest move so far? Are the Lakers championship contenders with DeAndre Ayton? And what was more shocking, the MPJ trade or the Bucks waiving Damian Lillard? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Is Luka Doncic already recruiting his next superstar teammate for the Lakers? The NBA offseason is in full swing, and that means every player interaction is put under a microscope. The latest sighting is pouring gasoline on the trade rumor fire. Luka Doncic was recently spotted at a party in Greece hosted by none other than Michael Jordan. And who was he seen hanging out with? Miami Heat center and 3-time All-Star Bam Adebayo. Now, this could just be 2 colleagues enjoying their vacation. But in the world of the NBA, there are no coincidences. Here's why this is a huge deal. Luka's preference. It's well known that Luka loves playing with athletic, rim-running big men. He reportedly pushed the Lakers to acquire one last season. The Lakers' need. The Lakers' playoff run was hampered by a lack of a reliable center, especially with Jackson Hayes unavailable. While they signed DeAndre Ayton, he has an injury history and can opt out his contract after this season. They need more depth and a long-term solution. The perfect fit. Bam Adebayo is exactly what the Lakers need. an elite, athletic, defensive anchor who can thrive in the pick and roll with Luka. Miami's situation. The Heat have been stuck in the middle for a while and are the subject of constant rebuild rumors. Adebayo has been in trade talks for months. A trade would be incredibly difficult to pull off. But as the article notes, nobody thought the Lakers could land Doncic in the first place. The front office might just have another trick up its sleeve. But while Luka might be looking for new teammates, what about his current ones? There have been persistent rumors that LeBron James isn't happy playing second fiddle to Doncic. However, Luka's agent, Laura Beth Seeger, shut that down emphatically in a conversation with ESPN. She said, "Championships are won when you work together. We all share the same goal." Luka loves playing with LeBron and has learned so much from him. He has the utmost respect for LeBron and considers it an honor to be his teammate. This is a clear message from Luka's camp. They want this partnership to work and believe they can win a title together. And finally, what about the team that lost Luka? Dallas Mavericks fans are still reeling from the trade. Former owner Mark Cuban recently spoke about it, comparing the painful decision to when he let another future MVP, Steve Nash, walk away for nothing. Cuban said, "Trades are trades. Not every decision is one that everybody's going to agree with. But being a GM is a lot more than that. Particularly now with the new collective bargaining agreement, trying to put a team together and being able to keep it together is much more difficult. It's a reminder of the brutal business side of the NBA. So, what do you think? Is the picture of Luka and Bam just a vacation photo? Or is a new Lakers Big Three in the works? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments.